Welcome to episode 155, Stage Thinker Selfmade Billionaires, Steve Jobs, Karl Slim, and then Jack Ma. They are the richest and the greatest. This is an outline of episode 155. There are 3 reasons why we study Stage Thinker Selfmade Billionaires. First, they are among the richest. Second, they are the most influential. Third, we all need to forecast the future or the next stage. Why is knowing the next stage so important? Because you can now summon all your energy, all your time and effort towards the attainment of the next stage. Thinking in next stage helps you to A, form a vision, and B, form conviction. Steve Jobs, inventor of iPhone, iTunes, Macintosh, etc., needs little introduction. Here are the interviews of Steve Jobs in his early 20s.
I've ever heard is Scientific American, I think it was, did a study in the early 70s on the efficiency of locomotion. And what they did was for all different species of things on the planet, birds and cats and dogs and fish and man and goats and stuff, they measured and they ranked them. They published a list, and the condor won. The condor took the least amount of energy to get from here to there. And man didn't do so well. Came in with a rather unimpressive showing about a third of the way down the list. But fortunately, someone at Scientific American was insightful enough to test man with a bicycle. And man with a bicycle won. Twice as good as the condor, all the way off the list. And what it showed was that man as a tool maker has the ability to make a tool to amplify an inherent ability that he has. And that's exactly what we're doing here. It's exactly what we're doing here. We're not making bicycles to be ridden between Palo Alto and San Francisco. Okay, we're making bicycles. And yes, certain bicycles have certain generic attributes, like in general 10 speeds are better to ride in mountains than 1 speeds and other things like that. But in general, what we're doing is we're building tools that amplify a human ability. Just like you could say that the Industrial Revolution was basically an amplification of a human ability, sweat. Right? We amplified sweat, fractional horsepower motors, etc., etc. What we're working towards now is the ability to amplify another human ability.
Message number 1, computer as a tool is like a bicycle. It amplifies the human mind.
Personal computer boom has been a boom to one company in particular. It has become the Big Apple in this land of high technology. Since the Apple Computer Company was founded 5 years ago, its sales have skyrocketed from about $100,000 to more than $100 million. Steve Jobs helped build the first Apple computer in his garage. He is now 26 years old and is chairman of the board. And he sees his computer's future as the future of mankind.
This is a 21st century bicycle that amplifies a certain intellectual ability that man has. And I think that after this process has come to maturity, the effects that it's going to have on society are actually going to far outstrip even those that the petrochemical revolution has had.
Message number 2, computer as a tool decentralize and democratize the human mind.
And I think if you look at sort of the process of the technological revolution that we're all in, it's a process of taking very centralized things and making them very democratic, if you will, very individualized, making them affordable by individuals for a small collection of tasks, if you will, sort of from the passenger train to the Volkswagen.
Here's Karl Slim. First, from 2010 to 2013, he was the richest man in the world. Second, he is the only one from an emerging country to top the list of the richest men on earth. Lesson number 1. Understand stages of development. Futurist author Alvin Toffler is a personal friend of Karl Slim. Karl Slim credits Alvin Toffler for his ability to discover investment opportunities. Lesson number 4. Understand technology and the service society.
First of all, I think that telecommunications is like a nervous system of the new civilization. That in this new civilization, like I was telling, is a civilization of services. Technology has gone so far that productivity is very high. And when you have productivity very high, you can create goods and services very, very low cost and in very important scale. That means that people don't need to work so much time, and the productivity so high is create wealth more easy.
Let us meet Jack Ma, founder of Alibaba. In September 2017, he is the richest man in China and the richest man in Asia. Jack Ma's message: we are moving from IT to DT. IT is information technology. DT is data technology.
To let you know that we are at the best time of this century. The first technology revolution, the steam, the water, right, in the UK. The second technology revolution is called energy revolution, electricity. After 50 years, electricity was founded, business booming. Internet has only for 20 years. The next 30 years is the best time. The last 20 years is the time I call information technology. That's the IT. IT is to make the big company getting bigger and stronger, which I call the data technology. The data technology is totally opposite of IT. IT is I have, you don't have. DT is you have it, I don't have it. I don't have to have it. DT is about sharing. DT is about taking responsibility. DT is about a passion for the future.
For those of you who are interested in stage theories, here are two of the world's most famous stage thinkers. First, Alvin Toffler. Second, Karl Marx. They are both Jewish intellectuals. Here is Alvin Toffler. His most famous book is Future Shock. Here is Karl Marx. He died more than a century ago. He created Marxism and is responsible for inspiring communism. If you can see the next stage, you can see the future. Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and leave your comments and questions below. Wishing everyone peace and prosperity.